Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developments. We are going to be discussing on two transfer stories, starting with this Wolf midfielder Ruben Neves. It has been reported that Barcelona are still interested in the 25-year-old. We are going to be discussing on that. Secondly, talking about outcast Samuel Umtiti, it has been reported that the Barcelona centre-back is expected to join a Serie A or a Leon team on loan in June. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into those stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and also drop in your comments. I will appreciate if you can support Viva Barca by purchasing a super thanks down below. Barcelona are eyeing a move for a new midfielder in the upcoming summer transfer window. The Catalans are hoping for a seamless transition in the holding midfield role as Sergio Busquets nears the final phase of his career. With Busquets still offering top performances on a weekly basis, Barcelona are not looking for an immediate replacement, but they want to sign a midfielder that can initially serve as a deputy for the Spaniard before taking on the mantle of becoming the club's main number 6. According to Gerard Romero, one of Barcelona's top targets this summer is Ruben Neves. The Wolf midfielder is widely expected to leave the Molineux at the end of the season, thus putting an end to his 5-year spell at the club. During his time there, Neves has established himself as one of the finest holding midfielders in the Premier League, impressing the onlookers with his combative qualities, coupled with his technical brilliance and ability to control the game. Neves can also be a danger from long range thanks to his vicious right foot, which makes him an even more appealing target for FC Barcelona. Luring Neves from Wolves, though, could be a tricky task for Barcelona. Although the player is prepared to take the next step in his career, he does have 2 years remaining on his current contract at Wolves, thus giving the Midlands outfit the leverage to hold out for a hefty price tag. Ruben Neves has no shortage of suitors either, with Premier League giants Arsenal set to offer stiff competition in the race to sign the Portuguese international this summer. And with restrictions of financial fair play looming large, Neves remains an unrealistic target for Barcelona this summer, unless Barcelona manage to offload all their unwanted stars, including Felipe Coutinho and Antoine Griezmann. This is not the first time we've been talking about Ruben Neves. Barca showing interest in him. He's a very talented player, of course, but looking at how things are right now, to be realistic, it's going to be very difficult for Barcelona to materialize that deal. And the fact that he has a 2-year contract still remaining at Wolverhampton Wanderers, Barcelona stand very slim chance, very slim chance. So it's going to be difficult. Barcelona, even though they have Frank Kessie, who will be coming to the Camp Nou next season, they still want a player a little bit younger, who can be the future when Sergio Busquets will finally leave, because Busquets is not getting any younger. The veterans, even though we have been getting reports how the veterans will still be at Barcelona, I'm talking about Busquets, Piqué and Alba, will still be at Barcelona next season. But Barca need to start preparing for life after them. We understand and we enjoy the vast experience that those guys bring to the table in the dressing room for FC Barcelona, and Barcelona are trying to make sure that they start finding their replacement. So with Ruben Neves, who is a DM, Barca have been enjoying his qualities a lot in the Premier League, and they see him as a future replacement for Sergio Busquets. But to be realistic, when we look at the financial fair plays imposed by La Liga, our wage cap rules, those things will not permit Ruben Neves' transfer to the Nou Camp. Of course, talking about players to leave the club, because we need some heavy departures before we can have any chance to buy and register the players that we desire, and it's not going to be an easy task. So we've been talking about Coutinho, who is the most paid player for FC Barcelona, I think. Even Antoine Griezmann, if they can depart the club, that will leave a very big hole in that wage bill that Barcelona will really fancy it a lot when it comes to the transfer window. We can also talk about players like Lenglet, Umtiti, players that are certain that they will leave this summer. Of course, the departures need to be need to be carried out because of the wage bill, the financial fair play that Barca need to adhere in order to bring in new players and register them. So with Ruben Neves, Barcelona, even though they are still monitoring him, but to face the reality of things, it's gonna be very, very difficult unless they sell players to bring in some money, because Neves, of course, will not come cheap. Wolverhampton will not demand something little, they will demand something really, really large. Given the fact that Neves is still a crucial part in their team, they will not let him go that easily. But even if Neves does not come, I don't see it as a big deal for Barcelona. We have Franquise, who plays holding midfield as well. He will be one of the key players as well when it comes to that holding midfield, of course, which means Busquets will be rotated alongside him this coming season. So I think Ruben Neves, if Barca really think they cherish to go for him, then it can be another season, or maybe I don't know if they'll still be interested in him by then. So enough of that, moving on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona want to clear out some players from the team. Barca want to alleviate the wage bill to make room for more signings, and exits will be integral to ensuring that happens. According to Gerard Romero, Samuel Umtiti could soon be on his way out through a loan deal. Had he not been injured in the winter, then he would have been loaned out to another club. As it stands, Barcelona can still loan him out, with the most likely destination being Italy or France in the summer. Umtiti has been at odds with Barcelona for a long time. The Frenchman has played just 90 minutes of football this season in his sole appearance for the Garnet and Blue, and is clearly at the bottom of the pecking order in the defense. The Frenchman's consecutive injuries following the World Cup in 2018 completely led to a derailment of his form. This translates directly to the sharp decline in Umtiti's market value. The World Cup champions' value went from a peak of 60 million euros to a measly 2 million euros right now. Despite his relatively low market value, nobody seems to be interested in buying him on a permanent deal. The fact that the Frenchman is perpetually injured or out of form makes him rather undesirable for most clubs. Umtiti recently extended his contract with Barcelona in such a way that his salary would be split across multiple seasons, rather than being concentrated in a handful of campaigns. Given his salary is less of a burden, it opens the opportunity for an exit through a loan deal. The possible clubs he could go to still remain a mystery, as no names have been mentioned so far. Umtiti is one of those players that we'll all expect to leave the Camp Nou this summer, given his decline in form, his injuries. Of course, he have been useless. Sorry to use that word, but he have been useless with many of the managers that have come. And so, for the interest of the club as well as for the interest of Umtiti himself, he needs to look for a new destination. He needs some playing time. He's not helping out his own career, and I think no club is even trying to buy him. That tells you how skeptical they are about his injury problems and his form. And Barcelona are expecting but a loan deal this summer. So it's interesting to see what happens, if it's a loan or where he finally ends up, because no club have been mentioned. But they're always saying that it might be France, it might be Italy. It's all left to be seen how the summer will look like. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest in FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.